Welcome to Money Moves for CRNAs, the podcast created specifically for 1099 CRNAs who want clarity, confidence, and control over their money. This podcast is for educational purposes only and is not personalized tax or financial advice. Here's your host, Randy Larkin with Atlanta Tax Planner.
Hi there. How can the exact same CRNA contract create a completely different tax result? That may sound strange, but it happens. And when it happens, the financial impact can be huge. In the last episode, we talked about why income and contract clarity matters for a 1099 CRNA. Today, I want to show you why that matters with a real example from one of our 1099 CRNA clients. The lesson is simple. The contract can be identical, but if the facts change, the tax result can change too. Here are the basic facts. We had a 1099 CRNA who lived and worked in Gulfport, Mississippi. Later, she accepted work in Evansville, Indiana. Under the first Indiana arrangement, the assignment was temporary. Because of the facts at the time, her travel-related expenses were treated one way for tax purposes. That included airfare, car rental, meals, and housing. But later, there was a second arrangement, and here is the important part. The contract was identical. Not almost identical, identical. Same type of contract, same kind of work, same general arrangement, but the tax result changed. Why? Because the facts changed. The first assignment was temporary. The second assignment crossed a line where it was no longer treated the same way. So the same travel expenses did not create the same tax result. Depending upon the hours worked, the impact could be similar to a $30,000 to $50,000 income difference over the course of a full year. Not because the hourly rate changed. Not because the contract wording changed. The contract was identical. The contract stayed the same, but the tax situation changed. This is where many 1099 CRNAs get caught off guard. They may think, I already saw this contract. I already deducted these expenses before, so it should be the same this time. But not necessarily. Your hourly rate is not always your real rate. A contract may show one number, but the after-tax result may be very different. The tax result depends upon more than the document. The timeline matters. The location matters. The length of the assignment matters. And sometimes, the thing that matters most is something the CRNA did not even know to ask about. This is why you cannot only ask, what is the hourly rate? You also need to ask, do I understand enough to know when I need help? This is where proactive tax planning matters. This was our 1099 CRNA client. We understood her work situation, reviewed what was happening, and saw that the tax result had changed because the facts had changed. Once we identified the issue, we got with the small CRNA agency. We explained how the arrangement was affecting our client's after-tax result. We also explained that there may be a way to adjust how the payments were being handled, so the agency could continue making the same profit, while our client could end up in a better after-tax position. The agency checked with their own CPA. After they confirmed the issue, they agreed to change the way they were paying our client. The agency was happy. Our client was happy, and the arrangement worked better because everyone understood what was happening. This is what proactive tax planning should do. It should help identify issues early enough to fix them, not just report the results after the year is over. So if you are a 1099 CRNA, especially if you're taking travel assignments, do not just ask, what is my hourly rate? Ask better questions. Is this assignment temporary? Could extending the assignment change the tax result? How are the travel expenses handled? Will this income be connected to more than one state? And most importantly, do I understand enough to know when I need help? Most 1099 CRNAs are not missing these issues because they are careless. They are missing them because they do not know the issues exist. That is why we created the free 1099 CRNA Tax Readiness Review. It helps you start with the basics. How are you being paid? Where are you working? What does your contract say? What records are you keeping? And are there any income or contract issues that need to be reviewed before tax season? You can download the free 1099 CRNA Tax Readiness Review through the link in the description. It is a simple first step toward a clearer, calmer, more proactive tax year.
Thanks for listening to Money Moves for CRNAs. New episodes drop twice a month. See you soon. Music licensed from premiumbeat.com. Under license number 7394047.